Yo, what it do? YouTube, Twitch side, we are here. I'm with my guy Anthony, man. What's going on today? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, man? Real excited for this season.
Yeah, man, it's good to have you join us. What's up, everybody in the chat? I want to start off by saying shout out to JDW becoming a member of the Culture Sock Membership Club, man. Appreciate you so much. And also shout out to you for reaching 200 subs, man. That's a big step, man. Shout out to everybody in here. I seen Hill in here, Marshman, Big Play Slay, Tino's in here. Shout out to the Carson Wentz slanderer. I seen you in here earlier. Bobby Murphy, shout out to you. I see you in here. All right, man. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into the schedule real quick. We're gonna get your thoughts and predictions. We did this, I think, yesterday on the Bring the Juice podcast, but I wanted to do it a day later. But it's all good. So let's go ahead and hop into Week 1. We go and play Seattle Seahawks at home, man. Anthony, how you feel about that game? Confident in that one?
Yeah, I'm real confident in that one. I was thinking about our, week one losing streak, haven't won a game since 2013, but I think this might be the year where we end it. This defense looking real good, and I'm feeling real confident about this one. I think we'll get him.
Yeah, man, 100%. I feel confident in it as well. So you can go ahead and chalk that up as a W. Then we go and play the Los Angeles Rams, what might be the toughest opponent out of any team on the schedule, man. What's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, this one might be a toss up. I'm feeling confident about this one again. We got Aaron Donald against Big Q in this game. It's going to be a tough quarterback matchup with Stafford and Wentz too, but I'm feeling real good about that. They lost some pieces in their secondary. They went to the Browns, so I'm feeling pretty good about this one too. I'm going to say this one's a W. I'm going to be bold here.
No. Yeah, man, I definitely had mixed feelings about this one. I think we might actually lose this game. Just being as though that, Stafford's there and their defense is pretty much loaded, being as though we might not have our left tackle already at that point. But I don't know, man. The Rams, they might be one of the best teams in the NFL going into next season. So I could definitely see us potentially losing this game. Also want to say, for the thoughts of my reactions up to the schedule on the Bring the Juice video may change. So if you see anything else, you might think I'm skeptical, but opinions change over a while, and this is preseason predictions. So let's just go ahead and keep on moving. If you didn't about the first two, then you're starting 4-0. Nah, I don't think we're gonna go 4-0. But let's go ahead and go to the next one. We play Tennessee at Tennessee. How you feel about that one?
Honestly, I think this one might be a loss. I don't think Tennessee's a better team, but they got the home field advantage. And these games against Tennessee are always tough. These big divisional games. So, I feel like it's Wentz's first trip to Tennessee. I don't think we'll win that one.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I know we're gonna split with a division. We just don't know which team we're gonna split with. But I know we're gonna sweep a divisional team this year as well. So let's go ahead and keep it moving. I got us. I can see us losing at Tennessee the first time. I can see that happening. Let's go ahead and move to the next one. We play the Dolphins. How do you feel about the Dolphins in Miami?
Yeah, I like this matchup against the Dolphins in Miami. I'm pretty confident about that one. I think we're gonna walk out with that W. Tua is still learning. I think we're gonna walk out of there with a W.
I like that too. Miami's a sneaky team as well. They can be a tough competitor, being as though how their roster looks. They got a really good cornerback core as well. So you can definitely have mixed feelings walking into Miami to see what type of game they got. But I don't know if they really have their true number one quarterback into it right there. They went back and forth with him and Ryan Fitzpatrick last year. Even though they moved on from Ryan and went with Tua, it could still be tough. So I don't know if he's really ready to step into that starting spot for the Miami Dolphins. So I can see us winning that game as well. No problem. Now, one of the biggest tests for us next year is the Baltimore Ravens. We play them right after that in Baltimore. Let me know your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think the Colts are probably gonna lose this game. They got us last year. Our guys are gonna come off. Um, they're gonna come like pretty juiced up for this game, but I think they're still gonna lose this game. Primetime game. Lamar is usually really good in his primetime games, and I think just starting 3-2 with these first 5 games. I think that's the most realistic situation here. Like I don't want to go, seem like I'm biased, predicting the Colts are going to beat all these good teams on the road. I'm just being realistic. So I think that it'll be a close game, but I think the Ravens will win this one.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely didn't see us beating Baltimore. Being as though how Lamar is just a dual threat, and pretty much almost unstoppable unless he sells himself. But the Baltimore, they had a really good offseason and a really good draft, so it's going to be kind of tough to beat them on prime time. So I can definitely see us losing this game. Next up, we play the Colts versus the Texans. Almost messed up. The Colts versus the Texans is next, and we're going to be at home. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think this is a real easy one. A bunch of stuff's going on in Houston. We don't even know who the quarterback is, if Watson's playing or not. If Watson was, if he is going to be playing, it's going to be more of a toss up for me. But easily, I think we're winning this game.
Yeah, man, 100%. I think the Texans took a really big step back. They still in an identity crisis as well. They don't know what their situation is going on. So definitely see us beating the Texans. He says, I'm just here to see what you're going to say about the Week 9 game. Marshman says, stun the Ravens. Not mad at that. Also, he said the W against the Fins. I like that. Let's go ahead and see. Next up, we got San Francisco in San Francisco. Now, that's going to be a suspect one because we don't know what type of 49ers team we're going to get at the beginning of the year. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, like you said, we don't know what type of team we're going to get. We don't even know who's going to be playing quarterback. We just seen that they drafted Trey Lance. We don't know if he's going to be playing or if Jimmy G's still going to be playing at that point. And it's the Buckner revenge game, and I think that he's going to be coming super juiced up. Last year, Carson Wentz, he came on Sunday night with the Eagles and beat the 49ers. So I think that we're going to walk away with this one.
I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I definitely see us beating San Francisco as well. I just don't know. JDW said the game of the North Dakota State quarterbacks. That's actually pretty funny. But yeah, I definitely see us beating San Fran, being as though they took a step back. We don't know their true quarterback, so we don't know how they're going to work. How they're going to work it out. Maybe they may figure it out at the end of the year, but against the Colts this early in the season, I just don't think they'll be good enough to beat us. So then after that, we go traveling back home and playing Tennessee again. Now, I know you might think this is going to be a W. I think it is, but what do you think? How do you think we're going to play against the Titans?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a W here. I had them beating us the first time in Tennessee, and I think it's a revenge game. I just think that the Colts are going to come ready for this game, and I think they're going to win this game.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely think we're going to win at home against the Titans. Even though I would like to sweep them, but it is what it is. But after the Titans, the road gets a little lighter. Go and get to play the New York Jets Thursday night football in Indianapolis. What is your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, primetime games Thursday night. The Colts love that. Last year, Thursday night was the only primetime game, and we showed out. So I think that we're going to show out this year against the Jets. We don't even know what they're going to look like. I think the team's heading in the right direction. They'll be a good team in like say 5-6 years, but not right now. And I think playing against a rookie quarterback Zach Wilson, I think that we'll be fine. So I think we're going to walk out with this one too.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think the Jets is enough for us. So I definitely see us winning this game. Marshman said Tennessee is going to sweep us this year. That's kind of a shocker. So he said, imagine what y'all okay, but y'all not. The Jets aren't really a threat at the moment. So yeah, you had a good free agency, but yeah, you can save it all you want. Yeah, we got a Jets fan on the Twitch side. He don't think the Jets can. He thinks the Jets can put up a fight and beat the Colts, but okay, we'll see about that. Um, On to the next game. We're going to stay home and play Jacksonville for the first time in the season. What is your thoughts on that one?
This one was a toss up for me because we're supposed to theoretically sweep Jacksonville every year, but they always come out beating us once or twice. So I was thinking about a loss here, but I think Trevor Lawrence, rookie, he's not going to be like super crazy at first. So I think we're going to come out with a W this time.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, I think we should beat them at home too. Definitely. Oh yeah, Tim Tebow, Coach W. Yeah, I don't know if Tim Tebow is going to be a big threat, especially in the first division game against the Colts. Not so sure about that. But after that one, the road gets tough, man. We got a tough game. We got to go to Buffalo in November. Though it might be a cold weather or snowing. So
Sure.
let's see your thoughts about us playing the Bills again.
Yeah, just like the game against Baltimore, I think our guys are gonna come super juiced up. It's a big revenge game. I'm super torn on this game because last year we were so close to beating them. Man, I want to give them the W here, but I'm gonna say that we lose this one only because I'm gonna say that the Bills are, Josh Allen's gonna make a few more plays here and there, but if we revisit them in the playoffs, I think we'll finally get them there. But I'll say the Bills. So I say they'll win this one here.
Yeah, 100%, man. The Bills is just a really good team who also had a decent offseason, kept their guys, and added a few pieces, and they had a good draft as well. So I definitely can see the Bills beating us again. Maybe we may see them in the playoffs, hopefully. But shout out to Bobby, man. He says he's rooting for Hurts. Screw Wentz. I like that. I like that. Yeah, he said Bills L. Yeah, 100%, 100%. So after that, we go back home and face Tom Brady again, but he's in the New Jersey Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What's your thoughts on that?
So it might be a shocker, but I think we're gonna win this game. Last year, when people were looking at the schedule, people thought it was crazy for picking the Colts over the Packers. And I feel like it's just one of those games this year. It's a game that we're probably like not supposed to win, or a game that we're not going to win, but we're just gonna like end up winning the game. Like somehow, some way, it's gonna be like a close game. Colts are gonna pull it out, so I think we're gonna win this one.
Yeah, 100%. I can see that happening as well. One of the biggest problems last year was the edge rusher, of course, but we addressed that in the draft. We'll be having our old linemen at this point of the year, so I think we'll be good enough to beat the Buccaneers, even though they probably have the best defense in the NFL besides the Rams. But I think we can put up a fight. I really think we do. Brady was starting to hit in that second gear around this time, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to beat the Colts at home. But if he was on the road playing Tampa Bay, I probably would give Tampa Bay a chance to them beat us. But I can see us beating the Buccaneers too, but I won't count them out at all. So on to the next game after that. We'll be going traveling to Houston, playing the Texans. Your thoughts?
Yeah, Texans on the road. Like Texans are dumpster fire. I'm giving this a W here. I don't think they're gonna beat us.
Yeah. Ty is going to be at home that game as well, so I definitely think we're going to be able to put up the fight and beat the Texans. So we get a bye week after that. Then we're going to be at home playing the New England Patriots, one of our oldest rivalries. But there won't be no Brady. They'll just still be Bill Belichick. What's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, the Patriots been making a lot of offseason moves, just like the 49ers. We don't know who's going to be playing quarterback, so we don't know if Cam Newton's not going to be performing. They drafted Mac Jones. We don't know if Mac Jones is going to be playing, but I still think the Colts will get a dub here. Their defense is really good, but I think the Colts will get a dub here at home.
Yeah, for sure. I like that. I like that a lot. Marshman says sweep Houston. I like that. But yeah, I definitely am confident enough in beating the Patriots at home as well. Like I said, if it was in New England, I'll be thinking differently. But it's going to be at home, so I definitely can see us winning this game. Then on Christmas, tough game. We got to play an Arizona Cardinals team. A lot of people don't really have faith in the Cardinals, but I said plenty of times on paper, the Cardinals have one of the deepest rosters in the NFL going into next season. But let me get your thoughts on Christmas at Arizona. What do you think?
Yeah, just like the Bills game, I was so torn on this game. Last year, even though it wasn't a miracle play, they beat the Bills, who were of the team that we lost to in the playoffs. And Arizona is really hot and cold for me, but man, I don't know what to go here. I mean, I think I'll give the Cardinals the dub here, only because their offense is super explosive, and I just feel like they can make a lot of plays. And like you said, they got one of the deepest rosters. Plus, they just added J.J. Watt on defense, so I'll give the Cardinals a dub here.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, she said 298 week one. All right. But yeah, man, like I said, the Cardinals on paper right now, I think they're gonna beat us on paper going into Christmas. But things may change during the season, so my opinion may change. But as of now, as what I've seen from the draft and what they got on the roster, they got a three-headed monster in wide receiver core, and they got a draft of Rondell Moore, a wide receiver we wanted out the draft. They're pretty much loaded, so I'm going to give the Cardinals the W on Christmas, which is important. But we're going to travel back home and play one of our newest rivals, the Las Vegas Raiders, a team we've seen a lot lately. What are your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, the Raiders, I don't even know what the hell they're doing over there, so I think that's a dub. Their roster construction is just weird to me. It's just like Houston. It's just weird. So I just think that we're gonna handle them pretty easily.
For sure. I think we're going to beat them. Maybe we may get another one-hand catch from offense or defense. We don't know, but it's still free Darren Waller. I think he's over there in prison for the Raiders, so I think he needs to go to a better team. But yeah, so Marshman said he's a Raider hitter. Shout out to him. JDW said we need more home primetime games. Absolutely agree. End off the season in Jacksonville. It's kind of tough because we ended in Jacksonville a lot. But what is your thoughts on the season-ending game?
Yeah. So I feel like if Tennessee's really winning, and there's like playoff implications on this game, I think that we'll win the game. We'll go super hard. But if we got 12 wins already, everybody else is out of the playoff picture. I could totally see the Colts just throwing this game away. Like not really playing the starters, stuff like that. Just use it as a rest game, just like how Pittsburgh did it against the Browns of Week 17 last year. So I think it just matters within playoff seeding. But if all of our guys play, I think it's an easy dub for us.
I agree 100%. If all of our guys are playing and we don't have a playoff spot clinched, W. If we are using our backups, maybe we may see the quarterback we draft. Maybe we see Sam Ellinger start or Jacob Eason show at the end of the season. We don't know. But if that's happening, I'll give the Jaguars the W. But sure, if our players are starting and we need that, I think we'll win that game. But yeah, for sure. So I know we went back and forth off of predictions game by game, but overall, let me get your honest answer before the season actually starts or it happens. What's the record you think we can go for?
Yeah, I think 13-4 is really realistic here. If Carson Wentz shows out, if he goes back to his old form, I'm not gonna put like 2017 expectations on him. But if he shows out, if he does really good, there's no limitations to this team. This team could go above and beyond. So I think 13-4 is like really realistic here.
Yeah, I like that record. On the other prediction, I gave us 10 wins, even though I was being completely honest and not biased. 10 or 11 wins is a good year for us. Now, 10 wins may not get us in the playoffs, but 11 for sure. But if 10 wins can win us the division, I'm not mad at that. But I'm going to give us 11 wins out of the year, just to be honest for now. It may change over the time, but for now, I'm going to give us 11 wins. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Let's go into what team do you think might be the toughest competition out of the whole year?
Oh man, I'd probably say besides Tampa, I'd probably say the Rams. Just the Rams are loaded on offense and defense. I think that we match up really well against the Rams, but the Rams are going to be a really crazy opponent. Aaron Donald alone is a force, so I think the Rams are going to be a crazy opponent for us.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go to the chat. Said the Rams or the Bucks. Not mad at that. Marshman said the Titans. That's pretty funny. 11-5. It said 11 not for sure. The AFC is loaded. Yeah, we know. But like we said last year, there was a team that had 11 wins I can't really think of, but couldn't make the playoffs due to I think it was the Dolphins that had 11 wins last year, couldn't make it. So you said the Dolphins are underrated. So is the Cardinals. So if you say the Dolphins, I'm going to stick with the Cardinals as the biggest threat. So I mean, that's what it is. I mean, a bunch of people say this big key versus Aaron Donald, but Aaron Donald's is going to pretty much be on the edge. So I don't know how they're going to match up. But hey, it is what it is. Let's see if it happens. But I mean, that's all I got for you, Anthony. I'm not gonna hold you long, but I appreciate you for joining the stream, man. You got anything you want to shout out or anything before you go?
Yeah, man. Just tell people to check out my podcast. Me and my host Rondo Griffin, we host a podcast called Colts Beat over on the SIA network. Also, we're also going to be going live at the home opener. Actually, just like 10-15 minutes ago before the stream started, I actually purchased my my tickets for the Colts home opener. So a lot of these content creators, fans alone, I know a lot of y'all are in Indy. I'm personally right now, I'm in Pennsylvania, so I'll be making the drive down to Indy, the 6-hour drive down, and I'm just hoping to meet a lot of y'all there, man. So I'm super excited.
Yeah, for sure. If you ever want to, stop in the channel for Culture Shock on the live stream and link it, I'll be sure to pin it on there because I appreciate you for coming in. But yeah, go ahead, feel free to link it in there in the chat, and then they'll join in whenever you go live, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. Thank you for stopping by. Shout out to Anthony, man. Yeah, so now we can go ahead and talk a little bit. That's the schedule prediction, man. It's tough, man. This schedule can go either way, man. It could really do that. If anybody else wants to give their input on the schedule, feel free to do so. But yeah, I see William said, or maybe 10-6. Nothing wrong with that at all. Shout out to Marsh, man. Said Coach Nation for life. But yeah, this is I said this the other day on Bring the Juice, man. You will want a tough schedule, especially if you want to make the playoffs. All the talk that Darius Leonard talks about how we're underestimated, underrated, don't get talked about a lot, don't get primetime games. But look, we got 4 primetime games this year, and this is one of the toughest schedules I've ever seen as a Colts fan. So this is what you want. This is what you got to do, man. You got to put up or shut up at this point. Just to be honest, man, you got to put up or shut up. The nation is for the Raiders. Nah, man, we got Colts Nation. You think we open up with the W versus the Hawks? The Hawks are good, but they're not all that scary. Yeah, man, they took a step back. And, Russell Wilson's really been complaining about his offensive line, so I think we can really go and get a W. Can't see us not hitting and going deep in the playoff runs. That's what I'm saying. You think 11 wins is realistic? It can be. It can truly be realistic, man. We got 11 wins last year by surprise. Last year, we were supposed to have 12 wins because we were supposed to beat the Jags at the beginning of the season. So we were supposed to get 12 wins last year, but 11 was good. So not mad at that. Not mad at that at all. Trying to see if it's another team that I can think about. Yeah, man, the Ravens game in Baltimore, man, Monday night, that is tough, man. The Ravens arena is one of the toughest places to play, especially during the season. Playoffs, we don't know because the Ravens they can go any other way in the playoffs, but regular season Ravens team is really a hard team to play against, man. 13-4 and 11-6, yeah. Yeah, Russ is really good. DK and Lockett are really good, but even if Wentz doesn't start well, I think our backs will run all over Seattle. Yeah, man, it's definitely going to be a defensive game for the Colts. For the Seattle game, our defense is going to have to really lock up. Really going to have to lock up. It's Colts country or Colts squad nation is for the Raiders, and that's the only nation in the NFL. I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of people use Colts nation. I don't really know any other nicknames. Colts country, I've never really heard of that. Colts squad. I don't know, man. Colts nation kind of sounds appealing. I think we'll beat the Ravens and the Bills. Not mad at that. Like I said, we can. To be honest, with our roster, we can beat any team on this schedule. With our roster, we could beat any team on this schedule. We really could. We really could. They just have to show up. Like I said, we can beat any team on the schedule. That's no problem. They just have to show up. We'll lose to the Bucs, Dolphins, Seahawks, and Jaguars. We come out and run for 200 yards and hold the Hawks under 20. Yeah, man, because the Seahawks, first of all, if you look at their roster, they've lost so much talent over the last 2 seasons, including last year. They lost so much talent, man. And it's like Russell Wilson's in poverty. It's starting to look like poverty for Seattle, who was once dominant. It's starting to look like poverty, man. They lost so much talent. And I feel like the only thing they really have left is offense. Like the defense can get aired out. They lost their corner to Jacksonville. So it's like they don't really have anything left. We saw plenty of times last year versus really good defenses and pass rushes they struggled. Yeah. He said it's just a curse. What's the curse, DJ? Let me know. I may not know what the curse is. You can feel free to let me know. I don't know what the curse may be. But shout out to everybody stopping by in the stream, man. I didn't even tweet it out. I've been so busy. Give me a second. I'm tweeting that I'm live. But yeah, man, shout out to you, JDW. 200. Then you actually, man, you became a member. That's big, man. That's big. You have over 10K views and 40 subs in only a week. Yeah, man. It's like because you're networking, man. Colts Home Media. Hi, man. I said we go 13-4, and I'm mad at that record. I like that. I like that. Especially that added game in the year gives us another boost. You're networking, JDW. You're in all these Colts channels. You're on Twitter. You're even on TikTok. Your TikTok's blowing up. That's where most of your views come from too. When your channel's linked to that TikTok and you're posting consistently. I seen you follow me on TikTok the other day. I was like, who the heck is this guy? I couldn't really tell from their profile picture. They're actually clicked the video, and I seen that before and after TikTok. I was like, oh, it's JDW. It's like, okay, I know who it is. We always lose the first week. Yeah, we really do. It's kind of tough. Tough being a Colts fan in week 1. Yeah, I've seen your TikTok. Your TikTok is blowing up, man. I really don't pay attention to mine because I just post and keep it moving. I get my traction. I get a little traction on mine, but I get a decent amount of views, so they check out my profile. But I think if I just post consistently like I do now, I'll be fine. Especially fans, yeah, man. The Colts fans is just something. It's something crazy when you really want to put in the work and you see the reaction of how many people actually support you. I think we might have the most loyal fan base when it comes to like friendship. Like I can't think of another fan base that does content creation and have the fans actually support you. I can't think of one. We're going to Super Bowl. Oh my gosh! If we win week 1, I like that. Like I said, if we have a good record this year, we definitely the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl is the limit for us. If we have a good record this year, you started a YouTube channel too, man. Hey, man, if that's what your goal is, do it. Do it. If that's your goal, do it, man. Don't let nothing stop you. If that's your goal and that's what you want to do, you got to go through with it. You got to do it. You guys, Coastlaw, you, the guys over there, bring the juice, Coastlaw, y'all really inspired me to stop. You started when you meant, oh, yeah. Hey, man, you know where to find, if you need help, you know where to go to, man. JW say he'll help you too. The start is slow and it's really grindy, but if you love it, then the grind really isn't a grind. Yeah, man, the gym is to really push yourself to really hit a certain milestone. And then after you stop, after you reach that milestone, you can really let off the gas because your content and your views is consistent enough. But like when I started, I wasn't really consistent. But then when I really started to hit that traction and more people started to say, hey, go check this guy out. As you can tell, I started making videos every day of the month just so people can know, oh, okay, this guy's really serious about it. I really started making content. I think I went on a consistent streak of content for like I would say 3 months. 3 months I did nonstop uploads. Nonstop. Nonstop uploads for like a month. I'm gonna put the schedule back up. Your milestone is 400 subs by Christmas. That's a tough goal. Go do it. Gotta do it. Push, just push. But yeah, man, I think this is gonna be a short stream today. I didn't expect somebody to join my membership club today. Not gonna lie to you. JDW surprised me with that one. Tomorrow, I'll have a video for you guys tomorrow. You're pushing for 500 before the season starts. That's when most of your traction will come when the season begins. This is kind of like the dry period for our content, so you got to really brainstorm if you want to make some videos around this time. Hit me up at my Insta. Well, mine's is in my description, so if you want to follow me there, then I'll see you. Also, feel free to please hit my follow my Twitter. If you guys didn't know, my Twitter got suspended, so I had to make a new one. How do you become a member? Just hit that join button. There should be a join button somewhere under my name of the video. There should be a join button. That's why you followed me again. Yeah, because it got suspended. So if they don't give me my old account back, I'm not even going to fight it. I'm just going to make a new one. Even though it's unfortunate, I just hit 1,000 followers on it, but it's no point of fighting it. It was something that a video I put out on my Twitter like a long time ago before I really started making Colts content. And they said, oh, it's copyrighted. It's like, okay, whatever. It's going to be a good Christmas. Facts, John. Facts. So yeah, it was like, whatever. I don't care anymore. I'm not finna go through back and forth. It really is going to be a good Christmas. Getting to watch the Colts on TV. Imagine. Didn't see that coming. Do you scroll through the chat? Do you scroll the chat? Because I think you're on that one mode. What do you mean? Where I can't read past the chat? No, I can see it. I can see all the messages here. All the messages that pop up is right in front of me. I have two windows. I don't know, William. I got a question to ask you guys. You know Richard Sherman is still a free agent. And then Rashad Breeland didn't get a contract extension in Kansas City. What position should the Colts attack now? I know we mentioned corner the other day, but what position and what player would you want? You're going for 1K before the end of the year? It's possible. It really is. You want Sherm? Yeah, man. Richard Sherman is definitely a plus for me. He tweeted out, I think he was promoting a water bottle brand. I wanted to tweet under there like, so how does Indianapolis sound? You follow me? All right. I'll see you later. Yeah, Sherman's definitely a plus. I want Richard Sherman. My Instagram is my profile name, Culture Shop. You would love Jones, but he's. Oh, you're talking about Julio. You want an O line? We have an O line. What do you mean? What do you mean, DJ? You want a backup that's not Tevy? Imagine if we would have got Lattimore next offseason. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing? What's your schedule prediction, man? What's the record? What's the record you got us at? All right, Marshman, appreciate you. He said at MW, aka Culture Shock. $12-5 for you. I like that. Because last time our O-line got injured and we didn't have amazing backups, yeah, Chaz Green was definitely a journey, huh? Chaz Green's game against the Texans was probably the worst. Yeah, I literally seen J.J. Watt when Chaz Green came in the game. He literally didn't even touch him. He just walked right past him like Chaz Green wasn't on the field. Philip Rivers with Dell for a sack. John said 12-5, reclaim our division. I like that. 12-5 or 13-4. It's a lot of 12 games. I like that. A lot of 12s. Bad Android, join the club. He said 14-3 is possible, but I'm sorry, but I can't see it. The 3 losses potentially could be the Cardinals, Rams, and the Ravens. We could go 14-3. We could go 14-3. We need some Culture Shock merch. It's in the works. I don't think my no, I said Buccaneers. I said Buccaneers, Cardinals, and Rams. Oh yeah, the Ravens too. Yep, that's 4. You're right. Or if you want to take out the Cardinals and put the Ravens, Rams, and Buccaneers, then hey, every other team is beatable. Seriously, every other team is beatable. Our 2 losses are coming out of the NFC. Every other team in the AFC is beatable. We only got like, what is that, 4 or 5 NFC games? We're not losing on Christmas or to Brady. Like I said, every team is beatable on this schedule. It really is. The only thing that matters is injuries and consistency. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Here comes JDW with The Rock, with the WWE anthems. Did y'all hear that that Ballard wanted to sign Eric Fisher to a multi-year deal if he recovers fully from his Achilles injury? So he signed him to a 1-year prove-it deal. But if it works out, he's probably going to give him a multi-year contract. We lose to the Hawks, Rams, Dolphins, Bills, and Bucks. Okay. And maybe Cardinals. Gotta spice it up a little. Dude, I'm pumped for working out. You're working on the WWE promo for your intro, but of course it's gonna have to be you. I would love to see about that. Yeah, we got the Bears kicker for a kicking competition, but I think Specs will be all right. How do you add and make an intro? You make one from scratch. You make one from scratch. That's how I made mine. All my video, all the clips that you see at the beginning is pretty much a compilation that I made, and then I added my old theme song. I added my own theme to it, That's not copyrighted. And then I put my logo at the end. What's up, Inside the Horseshoe? I'm chilling, man. What's going on? I seen you guys were live earlier. I seen JDW in your chat too. With the trio of dangerous cooking. Matt, Taylor, and Hines. I like that. You think Fisher will play this year, then get a 2-year deal from us? Not mad at that. I mean, I love longevity on the O-line, man. We can keep everybody together. I'm not mad at that. I like that decision 100%. Yeah, you can use his. Yeah, like I said, it depends on what you want it to be. I mean, I probably wouldn't spoil it here because there's other people that might steal your idea, but I don't know. But depends on whatever you want. It don't have to be long. People complain about Bring the Juices intro all the time in their videos. Do you have like an app or a software? Well, yeah, I have an editing software. That's where I made it at. Top 3? Yeah, for sure, top 3. But I think the Browns will still win that. Browns, Titans, and Colts. Yeah, the editing software I use is where you hey, shout out to Inside the Horseshoe Podcast, the newest member of the Culture Shock fan club. Wow. That is 2 subscribers tonight. Y'all are trying to make me blush in here. What is going on tonight? Crazy night. Shout out to you, man. Now you got perks, you got emotes, you got emojis of yours truly. So you can use my ugly face as an emote, as a reaction. Yeah, exactly. You can use those. Shout out to you, man. You don't see a join button? Hold on. It should be if you scroll down next to on the left, like scroll down on the left, you see the title of the video, you see my name, and right beside it where it says subscribe, usually it should be a join button right there on the side. Look at JDW using that. Look at him. Look at him go. It's going crazy. Hey, okay, so I was wondering, I was like, okay, Jason's here. But he was trying to he was using the emotes. I knew he was here somewhere, but I couldn't really see it because on the YouTube side, it kind of holds back. You'll come back? Okay. Okay, I can actually tell you from here too. So if you scroll down the page, yeah, it's literally right there. I can join myself, even though I'm not my own person. I think the top 3 teams in the AFC in order are Chiefs, Bills, Browns, but the Colts get right up there. I like that. I'm not mad at that. Hey, what's going on, Engraven? How you doing, man? Hey, did you see my message earlier? Well, probably not, but I know you're busy, but I sent you a message. I've made a new Twitter account due to Twitter finding old messages. Old tweets. I made an old tweet, and apparently it got copyrighted. Ravens versus Colts Monday night. Sound like you gotta go. I already made plans for the Jets game. This is tough. And it is closer. But I already made plans for the Jets game to link up with Colts content creators. So now that you say that, which is too late, kind of bothering me. so like, great. Don't like that. It's going to be a good game. Don't have fun like that. So if I would have known, he said both. Ooh. Don't got it like that. I wish. Now I'm depressed. Thanks. Thanks. You go to the 49ers and Colts game with your dad. He's a 49ers fan. Yeah, facts. That's nice. Eric, that controls the Colts coverage Twitter account, he's going to the same game, and he has a friend that's a 49ers fan, so they're going together. Nah, the Bucks is really loaded, so it's kind of a tough comparison. So I think the Bucks will still win that with the better roster on offense. Because Stone Cold said so. Look at you go. So do you have any ideas of your promo for your intro? Like, do you have any ideas of what you want to use? Make sure it's not the whole thing. The promo you're stealing, make sure be careful because I don't want you getting caught like I did. You know how Twitter caught me? That's the same way YouTube gonna catch you. And you know Vince McMahon is he's really good in the courtroom. Oh, you just saw the message? Yeah, so I was like, great, I gotta start over after just hitting 1K on my subscribers or followers. After hitting 1K on my followers on Twitter, I gotta start over. Isn't that just wonderful? That's just wonderful. But it is what it is. Colts need to get revenge on the Bills game. True that. Need to get revenge on Ravens, Bills, and Patriots. But I don't think we'll win versus all three. So who are the ones you think we'll win against? I know you put it on Break the Juice podcast, but you can feel free to, give your 2 cents here. Who will we beat out of those three? Who? The Patriots is one for sure I know we can beat. You think we can beat the Ravens? But I'm honestly not sure. I'm just trying to come up with some ideas. Okay. Where they leave you back to me. That is funny. Ravens and Pats will win against. Uh-oh. You think we can beat all three? Uh-oh. Told y'all about these off seasons, man. Told y'all about these off seasons. The Ravens off season was phenomenal. The Bills off season was phenomenal. Plus, they had a really good draft, and I am jealous of. But just saying, both of those teams had good drafts in off seasons. I honestly think we beat all three. Just doubt we would. Exactly, Lawrence. That's my thought. I said before you came in here. He said you Thanos now. But no, before you came in here, I said if you look at our schedule, all these teams can be beaten. Well, maybe not the Rams, but all these teams can be beaten on our schedule. All these teams. If you really look at it, all these teams could lose. All of them. Now, of course, if you're another fan base, you're like, well, of course you'll say that because you're a fan of the team. No, seriously. Like, if you're a 49ers fan, you're like, okay, we'll lose against them. We'll lose against them. If you're a Texans fan, like, okay, we're probably tanking for the number one pick. But if you really look at the schedule for a contending team, if you're a fan of a contending team, you're like, your team can beat pretty much everyone on there. Seriously. You need to get a better intro. Someone came in aggressive. Yo, what up, Brandon? How you doing, man? Brandon, let me get your record prediction. How you doing? Yo, how you doing? What up, Chris? Oh man, y'all coming out the woodworks now. Chris Hudson said 13-4. I like that. You also got to look at the other team's schedule before we play them. That's a fact, Yellow. That's a fact. Yeah, John, that interception was tough. Even though I thought the Marcus Peters one that they claimed was an interception, didn't see that coming. But the pick six when Rivers fumbled that was stumbled, that was pretty bad too. I really do believe if Stafford played the way he is expected to, the Rams are the best team in the NFC, just like once if he plays, I think we are. That is true. You bring up a good point. That is a good point. I feel like if we lose to the Dolphins, Bucks, Seahawks, and Jaguars once. 12-5, top of the division. I like that. 13-4. Predictions are giving me life. It really is. The Colts game on Monday night is looking shaky. We're all on high alert for that one. I feel like that will be extremely close and stressful and can easily go either way. See? Man, he knows. He knows what the Colts can bring. Primetime game against a team that you need to get revenge on after losing shockingly when you wasn't supposed to. It could be shaky. And I have a theory and plan that I won't spoil until the game comes about. The week of the Ravens game, I'm going to give you one of the perfect game plans to beat the Ravens. I will. When the game is coming, I will tell you the game plan. I can't tell you now, but I'm telling you, we can beat them. All you have to do is subscribe to Culture Shock and watch that video when it drops. Simple. Just saying. Just saying. When the time comes, you'll find out, man. I'm telling you. We can beat the Ravens, just like how we could have beat them last year. Just a few mishaps. Just a few mishaps. Lamar is stressful because he's a dual threat and he's phenomenal at what he does. He is. He's really good. That's why you can't like him. It's simple. That's why you can't like him, because he's good. It's okay. It's okay. He played so good in that Indianapolis versus Ravens game. He's like, man, he'll look good playing here. Maybe 16 weeks out of the season. Just thought about that once when it dawned on you when he ran for that touchdown. It's like, he could do this in Indy. He can do this. Yeah, what up, BZ? How you doing? Yeah, feel free. Go ahead, JDW. Do you? You one of the few that actually like Lamar? Yeah. I like him, but from afar. When we play them, I don't like him. But other than that, he can do whatever he wants. The biggest thing, in my opinion, that was holding y'all back last year was good quarterback play. Now that y'all got a good QB, so sky's the limit. Yeah, it's facts. It's facts. We do have a QB with a lot of promise. A lot of promise. He has a lot of promise. I tell people all the time, this is going to be a big test for Carson because he has no excuse of why he can't be successful or at least decent. The offense is loaded for him. He has the guy that pretty much trusts everybody on the roster. This guy, Coach Frank Reich, will literally go for it on every fourth down just to show you he trusts his players. So he has trust in Carson. And I feel like at any point he's going to be like, Carson, do you want Zach Ertz? Carson says yes. All right, we're going to go get Zach Ertz. You know what I'm saying? You don't know why you put so in there? Hey, man. It's all good. Rivers did fine going into the end of the year. Remember, Rivers couldn't really train with the Colts at the beginning of the year, during the COVID and stuff. So Carson is doing that now. What Carson's doing now, Rivers couldn't do that last year. Our red zone offense is going to be better. Ravens won because Ravens let Lamar loose in the second half instead of scripting him. Also, one of Okereke, Leonard, or Willis needs to shadow him every play. I mean, shadowing sounds good when you shadow Lamar. It sounds good. Only thing is, can you stop Lamar? It's like we'll draw up a perfect game plan. The only way the Ravens lose is if Lamar doesn't trust himself. Seriously, like every game you watch, well, for me, my opinion personally, the Ravens can win every game, but the only way they lose is if they beat themselves. Simple as that. They have the best scheme in the NFL with a dual threat quarterback. They have the best scheme. They can literally go undefeated. They can win a Super Bowl. But every time they lose, it's off of self wounds. It's self wounds. Self wounds, man. Self wounds. Self wounds. And last year I made a video. I made a video last year. It did a little good, a little decent on traction when I said who's the biggest threats to stopping the Colts from reaching the Super Bowl. The two teams I named in that video and I got slandered for was the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. It was two teams that have stopped the Colts from reaching the Super Bowl. They said, oh, the Bills ain't going to do it. And what do you know? The first team we play in the playoffs is the Buffalo Bills. And we wound up selling the bag. It's kind of crazy, but, you know, if you don't believe me, you can check my playlist and scroll all the way down to biggest threat. And you'll hear me say Bills and Baltimore, but it is what it is. If we don't make it to the Super Bowl, we'll still have 13 Pro Bowlers. Jesus Christ. I just seen that. That's a long message. 13? Oof. You know, just to say, last year, DeForest Buckner did not make the Pro Bowl. He got robbed. Just saying. He got robbed by the new Patriots linebacker, Matthew Judon. Wentz doesn't have to play amazing. He just has to play good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Brandon. Just decent enough. Just decent. You don't have to play perfect. Just decent. He's there. Rock is your long slot. Hey, man, Rock. The sky is the limit for Rock Ya-Sin. If the pressure is getting to that quarterback, I think Rock Ya-Sin can really flourish because the pressure is going to force the quarterback to make a lot of bad plays. And that's where Rock Ya-Sin comes in. Now, of course, Kenny Moore is going to be the closest person to getting those type of tipped interceptions or the short passes off the flat routes. But I think Rock Ya-Sin could really flourish. The Colts zone defense with their personnel is perfect defense for the Ravens. Need all 11 players looking back at the QB. Yep. I agree. Hello. Yo. Pittman's going to pop off. That's the thing, though. All that speed in Baltimore. All of that speed, man. Zone defense. He said, shout out to Judon. Oh, God. All that speed in Baltimore. And they added more speed to that offense. And they got a wide receiver with height coming out the draft. If they use him right, they got all that speed and we're in zone defense. I'm pretty sure if Lamar's throwing that ball down the field, we're going to get dotted up. It's going to kind of look like first half Buffalo. It's going to kind of look like that. Buffalo in the first half. It's going to, if Lamar's actually throwing the football and our zone defense isn't really working because the pressure is not getting there, it's going to be a long Monday night. You pray Brady doesn't win another ring. Brady's a winner, so your prayers may not. I don't know, man. Brady's a winner. It's kind of tough to kind of stop Brady from winning, especially when he's in a conference, the NFC, which really doesn't have a lot of threats. Y'all have to remember that. The NFC is probably 4 teams deep of actually having a shot of winning the Super Bowl. The AFC, on the other hand, has maybe 5 to 6 teams that can really do it. No, Hooker is still a free agent. But like I said, the NFC has maybe 3 to 4 teams that can win a Super Bowl. AFC, on the other hand, has maybe 5 to 6. The bright lights don't scare Pittman. What were the Colts' 3 biggest games last year? Oh, Pittman's a future star. Zone is fine against speed. You need someone in front. Someone in the front 4 to get behind the line and pressure, make him throw before he and the receivers are ready. That's what I'm saying. Like, we did good with getting pressure off the draft and acquiring more pressure throughout the offseason and keeping our guys here. But, like, with me, Colts fans in general, we can predict the best plan going into a game. We all say, oh, this is what we have to do. This is what we have to do, right? And then when the game comes by, the Colts do not hear us. They don't hear our game plan at all. We know what we need to do to beat a team. Even the Colts may know, but the consistency is the problem. The consistency. They just don't stick to game plan. They just don't. They don't stick to game plan. Something happens bad, and then everything feel like it just goes down. It's like a big roller coaster when you're watching a Colts game. Two of their best old linemen this season. Let's see if they fix that. Let's see if they fix that. They want one of their old linemen didn't want to play there because he wanted to switch positions, just to say that. So I think they already knew what they had to do with that tackle position because one of the guys wanted to move to left tackle. I'm pretty sure they addressed that already. I think we're gonna win 11 games. I think we're gonna win 11 games. Frank doesn't help at times either. I think Frank was a little aggressive a lot last year. He was a little. I know you trust your players, and sometimes we should have like won the Bills game. Even though we wound up losing by 3, I think when we went for it, I think we should have just kicked the field goal. I say that a lot. I said I think we should have just kicked the field goal. It wasn't a far kick. Sometimes we just got a little too aggressive last year. It was karma, man. Sometimes we were too aggressive. We wind up paying for it. What's your predictions on the over and under for Wildcat touchdowns at 2.5? I think it's over. I think we'll do it more. I think we'll score more off of Wildcat or options. Being as though the firepower we do have on the Colts, I think we'll score more than 2.5. You was happy when we went for it at the end of the half? I think we was too aggressive. It's too much at stake, man. Too much at stake. I know everybody's opinion is different, so that's why I stick with mine. We were too aggressive. I'm all right with aggression at certain times. Going for it on 4th and goal at the 3 was a good call. If you don't get it, you just have to stop them from going 97 yards. And we wind up didn't stopping them because the Bills last year had one of the best offenses, and we had a problem stopping the pass. So that's why I just knew. I just knew it was going to be a bad idea. At least he shows. Yeah, I know. That's another thing I say. Like I don't have a problem with it, but like I said, certain situations you're kind of like, all right, you know what? I think we should just do it. I don't have a problem with it at all. Like I said, personal opinion wise, if that's me, I'm taking 3. I'm taking 3. And we wind up losing by 3. Saying field goal isn't guaranteed either. Man, come on, man. Even I can make that kick. You telling me Specs ain't making that? That kick is too close to be missed. If we had an old Adam Vinatieri or something, okay, probably I'll be worried. But nah, man, that field goal's too close. That's like what 15 to 20 yards or something like that. You want to look up the probability on us making that kick other than completing a fourth and third? Nah, I think the field goal is probably 80%. Yeah, I know, Lawrence. Yeah, 100% agree. 100% agree. He said you never know. Nah, man. If you look up it's not 50-50 on that. On that kick, it's no way. It's no way. I would say the probability of a field goal and 4th and 3 completion, the field goal percentage will probably be 80, and the 4th and 3rd will probably be 30%. Because the Bills did really good the whole game when we got down to the red zone. The whole game they did really good stopping us in the red zone. Just saying. Just saying. They did really good. Then them driving down 95, that's that's dang near impossible. But like I said, the Bills had one of the best offenses last year, so I wasn't surprised when they did it. So I was just like, well, you can even check the live stream. I was like, well, that's why we should have took 3. I was so mad at that moment. I was so mad. Like I said, like I said, man, I was so mad at that moment. I was like, see, I just knew this was going to happen. Like I said, man, you could have the best predictions of what the Colts could do to stop or beat a team, but things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason, man. It's definitely a chess match. It's definitely a chess match when you're fighting for those extra yards to try to get that first or that touchdown in the goal line. It's definitely a chess match. So we just lost that chess match. It's kind of unfortunate that you guys brought that up because now it's dawning on me that it really hurts. I'm trolling. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But that was a tough moment. Very tough. Colts got 2 safeties last year. One was from a punt 4th down. And the other one was because going 4th on 4th, a goal missing. And being teed up on defense with the other team's offense against the line. Our defense was so nice last year. Just thinking about all the times the defense saved us. Like the defense was really the reason why we made the playoffs. Our offense kicked in late, super late into the season. In my opinion, our offense kicked in super late. But in general, our defense was the reason why we made the playoffs. If you look at like the 2 Texan games is the best example. The best example I could give you. The 2 Texan games. They literally did not let up. They tried their hardest, even though they were gassed because the offense just looked dismal at times. But the defense, even though they were gassed, they did not let up. And at the final moments when we needed them the most, they converted. The defense was incredible that year. Like I said, we could have swept the Titans if the injury list, the reserve list didn't happen due to the COVID situation. We could have swept the Titans last year. Easily, man. And which made it worse when we got blown out by the Titans. They played the Packers, even though we were going to blame inclement weather, but they got exposed that Packers game. That Titans team got exposed. They got exposed by the Packers, a team that we beat. So I was like, you know what? This is just unacceptable. Unacceptable. So when people ask, can we beat the Titans? Heck yeah, we can beat the Titans. We can sweep the Titans. We can sweep the Titans, man. The Titans are good, but they aren't as great as you think. They lost some talent this offseason, including in their secondary. So I think we can sweep the Titans, man. I just bought a single ticket to the home opener going by myself. What a loser I am, but go Colts. And wait, Brandon, there's going to be a bunch of Colts fans around you supporting, so you won't be going alone. Have fun, though. That's the only thing. Have fun. The ref cheated us against the Bills. 2 catchings, 1 foot in. Nah, man, we lost that game ourselves, man. We lost that game ourselves. I'm not blaming nobody on that loss but us. We lost that game ourselves. We lost that game. We lost that game, man. I know opinions may differ at this time, Trey, but to be honest, we lost that game. Sucks, but it is what it is. We had a lot of opportunities to win. Yeah, you can even bring up the Phillip Rivers throw to Michael Pittman Jr. in the back of the end zone. We lost that game, simple as that. Told you I got you when I'm done. Refs didn't cheat us. Shout out to the members, man. Shout out to Inside the Horseshoe Podcast and JDW for becoming members tonight. I appreciate you dearly. I'm about to go ahead and end it too, though. You know, I've been streaming for a while, probably an hour and 10. About to go ahead and end it. Just wanted to get your predictions on the records and the schedule. But I will be uploading tomorrow. It'll be an opinionated all those R's. Those it'll be an opinionated video. Opinionated video. I cannot get it out to save my life, but I got it. Yeah, pass drops hurts it. Yep. But yeah, it'll be an opinionated video, so you won't have to agree with me. All right, have fun. Hope you learned something. 13-4. I like it. I'm gonna actually pin that until I finish, but I like it. 13-4 will be the record prediction. Like I said, we can win 11 games. 12 is if we're lucky. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that stopped by. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Feel free to please follow my Twitter account if you haven't. Actually, I'm gonna have to take that pin off. Follow my new Twitter. Like I said, Twitter was hating. Got my account up out of there. Don't know when I'm getting it back. Please follow my new one. Check out all the links in the description. I do not just make content here on Culture Shock. I make content other places. So feel free to do so. I actually have an About Me page on the Blue Stable website. Check out the website. That'll be a big bonus for me. Please do that. Feel free to check out the Blue Stable. They have a YouTube channel. They have interviews with Darius Butler. They did one with Antoine Bethea a while ago. They do it with Colts insiders. Like I said, if you wanna check that out, man, Blue Stable's making moves. Check out the Blue Stable. Check out my Twitter. All my other content creating platforms. This is Marcus. I'm signing out. And until next time, you've been Culture Shock.